Goeiemôre almal. Wat kyk vir ons laaste veiling van die seisoen. Ons sê ook vir Rossouw welkom. Ons is in die proses om al my tegniese mense aan die voor te stel, want ons is 'n lekker jong span. Maar ons gaan hier op die einde van die bespreking sal ons gou met hom praat en ook met Mandre vanmôre. But in the meantime, for our English-speaking viewers, a very hearty welcome. It's our discussion of our last sale of a summer season. And I know there's a lot of people confused about summer season, winter season. First half of the year from February to June is our summer season. We call it summer season because the summer kids is the first sharing is on this particular sales. And then the winter season starts in August. The 15th of August is our first sale, and it continues till the first week in December. It's called the winter season, although it starts in the winter. It's also our second sharing kids then with a winter clip, which is also a bit different than the summer clip. The summer clip is usually the best quality, and our record prices is usually in the summer season. So that's why it is our lead season. To come back to yesterday's sale, it was a bit disappointing. We all expected some problems. There's good news and bad news. Although the kit market performed very well, and there's still a very good demand and a lot of competition on the kits, and we've seen very good individual prices. We will see later in the interview coming back to that. And but the demand for the rest of the clip, although I declare young goods more or less unchanged, there was a lot of young goods also not sold. Originally, I see most of Africa quote 65% sold. I must say it went better with House and Fibre and BKB. We've also sold quite a few lots after the sale. Yesterday, we standing here right now 80% sold, but there's still a lot of individual bales of adults and young goods that are still not sold. Hopefully I will see during the week what we can do. Yes, I can drop the price and sell it, but I don't think that is necessary. We'll make use of a price support system that the Mohair industry have, and this is exactly for this time of year. Mohair always go through this periods. A year ago, in the winter season, we also had a hiccup, and we recovered quite well. So hopefully the recovery will be soon. The other positive is that the production is up quite dramatically. For 10% compared to a year ago is a lot of Mohair. In the case of House of Fibre, that's 140,000 kilos. That means a total extra sale. And I don't think the buyers were ready for this. It caught me by surprise as well. And it sounds funny, but I think there's too much Mohair yet available, and high quality Mohair yet available at the moment. And in a market like yesterday, where you basically see 2 buyers instead of 6 buyers operating, that is a problem. The 2 processors can't absorb the total clip, and but that shows you that the demand for Mohair is not right, and that's not unique to Mohair. All fibers are battling at the moment. We know where the wool market is. Alpaca, cashmere, everything battles at the moment. It comes down to the fact that nobody wants to invest in stock, and at the moment demand is such that you must buy a little bit of stock and prepare for the season that is ahead. We all know that in Europe and North America, the East, The big summer layoff is coming in July and August. There's summer season, holiday season, and all the factories are closing. So we don't really know, and the new fashion cycle starts in actually more in September. So it's a bit unclear of where we are moving, except that there's not a fact that there's no demand. There is a bit of demand, but everybody is very price sensitive, and everybody just buy on demand, direct demand. So unfortunately, that is the situation that we are in. But top clips still done very well. There I could mention the Short brothers. They've done excellent. Their average is way above 400 Rand on fairly big clips. So some other clips is yet as well. I know Weber Truter and his son Martino. They didn't market adults. Their adults already sold, but their youngers and kids did exceptionally well. So if you've got quality, if you've got length, good fineness, clean yield, then you're still doing very well. If there's problems, if there's a bit of seed, then there's huge penalties at the moment. So I'm not 100% sure of my forecast for coming winter season. It depends a lot on the market, what happens in the next 2 months. And it's not that that's totally dead, as I said. Let's hope that there's quite a lot of mower being moved. Then winter season, the forecast for winter season will also look better. If we have a quick glance through our report, if you look there at your first slide, you see at 614 lots, and it was a very big sale yesterday, 180,000 kilos offered, and 514 lots were sold, so there's still 100 lots that is still not sold. I've sold a bit of that. But let's see, hopefully we will move the rest of this week some more. There you see our kits, we quoted up with 1%. Our kits, we had excellent quality kits on offer, and that helped. And you'll see also Mosen Falls was back in the market on kits, and that also it helped. Young goats, fairly unchanged, but that was more because there's a lot of young goats that didn't sell. So that it doesn't come into the equation. I did sell a few bales, so I think that market will be down yet as well. Yesterday I've tried to stabilize the market. When I say I try, if there's good competition on a lot, I sell it. But if it's not in 10 Rand a kilo from the price, my valuation price, I wouldn't sell it. Adults was down with 8%, and there I must say, I think it's more of a non-RMS lots that created this 8%, yet because the non-RMS lots sold, there was virtually no demand yet for that. The biggest difference between RMS and non-RMS was yesterday. 18% the difference between the two people. That's a lot of money. Yet when the guy gets stuff, the first option they will take is the RMS lots, and they leave non-RMS lots unsold. The previous year, our market indicator was at 423. We're now sitting at 365. So quite a major difference. The most of the season it varied between 13 and 15%. I'm not going to go into the price movement per micron group, but there again it's interesting that we quote the kits up with 1%, but it's only the 23 micron group and the 28 micron group that was actually up. But there was quite a major change in those two, between 3 and 4%. But the 24 micron group was down with 3%. and all the other micron groups as well. As mentioned on my previous reports, the non-RMS lots, you can't really go because it varies a lot. Just because there's very limited quantities that is offered. So if you make a comparison, for instance, in the 28 micron group, there might be only one bale of non-RMS 28 microns. So it all depends on what that one bale, what one bale might be have a seedy problem or a color problem, and then the difference is quite major. So we average at House of Fibre and BKB at 90% this season. 90% of our clip, the weight that we offered, was RMS. So it's only 10% that is non-RMS. Then the exchange rate, everybody expected that it will help us yesterday. Actually, there wasn't much difference in the exchange rate compared to the previous sale 3 weeks ago. As you'll see, there is less than 1% difference. Not that the exchange rate play any role at the moment, because it is the two processors that is buying Mohair for stock. So they're not going to export that in the next 3 months. It all depends on what's going to happen with the exchange rate in the next 3 months. Then our indicator in US dollar terms is below 20 Rand now, at 19 Rand and 03 cents. I've told everybody, because a lot of farmers said, why can't we sell in dollars? It won't make a difference. Everybody sits there and do the conversion all the time. If there's a weakness in the Rand, you'll get the benefit, but you must remember the guy buying also see that weakness and he wants to make use of that weakness. There must be good competition before you get the advantage of the exchange rate. And unfortunately at the moment there is not good demand. So at $19, it's not a crisis. It's a fairly good price, but you want to be at above $20 per kilo. Then the one that everybody likes, the top producers, there, Lloyd short of modern farming. Congratulations, Lloyd. It was an excellent bale. 23 micron on the dot with a clean yield of well in the 90%. 973 Rand a kilo. Excellent price. You remember, previous sale we had 1,000 Rand a kilo. We had 1,051 Rand a kilo. It's still not the record, but it's very unusual for our kids to sell at that prices. And we are very thankful. Especially I think it's Vitali Barberis Canonica that plays a major role. They are doing quite good business, and he's only buying the top prices there. Ventilator Nel, that's Kalk and Andreas Nel from Statlerville at 900 Rand a kilo. Also an excellent bale. I thought it was one of the best of the season. And not far behind, David Short, the brother of Lloyd, at 878 Rand at a kilo. What impressed me a lot yesterday is the 26 and 27 micron group. Wienan Farming, Brett and Mark and Charles, Wienan from Somerset East, 755 Rand a kilo for a 26 micron. I must go and check out. I think this is a record. And also the second highest price at 729. And then Soldaatkop Estate from Maritzburg. Jeff, congratulations. With your bale at 715 Rand, third price there for 26 micron bale. Excellent price. Then the 29 micron, JP Skuman, Piet Skuman, Ek weet, hy was baie op sy senuwees gewees. Geluk daar, Piet, jy het 'n baie mooi skeersel. Skoon opbrengs, fantasties, lengte fantasties. Dit is hoekom jy die vrugte geprint het, daar 28 micron vir 'n jongbok. Wat die hoogste prys was vir 'n jongbok. And when we also Fibre bin in the second position, en daarmee het ons vandag ons binmense hier, Mandre Fox en Rossouw Randt, geluk julle. Was van julle tawe kompetisie gehad. En dan Martino Troeter, boerdery van meer van die Oudtshoorn, val onder George distrik, in die derde plek daar vir R535. Dan jou 30 en 31 micron, David Short, eerste, tweede plek, en dan Boetie Lloyd in hierdie slag weer derde. Dan met jou 33 micron, ons binafdeling weer eerste prys, R340, dan Piet Skuman daar in die derde plek, Charles Henry, and Charles' clip is non-RMS, to be in the top 3 as a non-RMS clip, that takes some doing. And then the winners from some of the East in the third place, yet again. And then die 34 micron groep, Barn Farming, Lloyd again, and then David in the second position, and Winan Farming in the third position. 35, 36 microns, zwaar gekry gister. David Shaw daar, eerste posisie, Winan Farming in tweede en derde posisie. En dan die 37 micron, ons het nog 'n hele paar bale 37 micron gehad. Weer daar Lloyd, in die eerste posisie, Jaco Olofse daar in die tweede posisie op R309.50. Die Winans en Roffie van der Merwe, ook junior daar van Aberdeen in die derde plek. Ek wil graag die volgende skyfie look at the buyer statistics. A very good sign there. Mosen Falls was suddenly coming back from his 5-6% buying. He's bought 12% of Mohair yesterday. Usually he's between 12 and 16%. So that's a good omen. BBC bought his normal 3%. Samuel was very strong in the market. He bought, you remember on the previous sale, he bought virtually half of the sale. Yesterday he bought another 41% again. Very thankful of that. Stukken was a little bit quieter at 36%. Zudwiller was totally quiet at 6%. Usually Zudwiller must also be between 15 and 20%. Konica Alice bought her normal 3%, and then there is naturally 21% that was passed in. Our next auction will be only on the 15th of August, and we're looking forward to the starting of a new season. Hopefully we will do a lot of business in the meantime. Maar dan kom ons terug na jou toe, Rossouw. Sê vir my, ek weet daar is 'n groot klomp mense wat jou ken. Maar waar het jy gebore en groot geword en wat het jy gedoen?
Ek is môre almal. Ek is gebore in Cathalogue. Ons het daar geboer en toe gaan ons na my oupa se plaas toe in Pierston en daar het ek groot geraak. En ek was in laerskool in Giel en in die hoërskool was ek hoër landbouskool Malo. En toe was ek 'n jaar na skool, was ek 'n jaar in Bloemfontein en 4 jaar in Port Elizabeth. En ja, van daai tyd boer ek tot nou toe. En toe, ja, van tot verlede jaar toe. En ja, verlede jaar Junie het ek by House of Fibre begin. En ek kyk nog hier 'n dag terug hier. So.
Sê vir my, Rossouw, net vir interessantheid, watter deel van die werk hou jy van?
Om net met die bokkar te kan werk en in die binning afdeling om die jaar bymekaar te kan gooi, om die eindproduk te kan sien wat daar uitkom. Want dis verskillende boere se haar waar jy mee werk. So jy moet daai bin moet lyk of dit een boer se haar is. En daai blending met daai hare, dis lekker om te toer met daai haar. So.
Ek het vir jou gesê toe jy begin het, toe sê ek jy dink jy ken bokkar.
Ja.
vergeet wat jy dink jy weet.
Ja.
En ja, jy kyk op totaal op 'n ander manier na bokke nou.
Verseker.
En is dit wie dit
verseker.
ondervind?
Kyk, ek het 13 jaar geboer op my eie vir 'n company met my pa, maar op die plaas het jy net 'n sekere hoeveelheid lyne. Maar toe ek nou hier kom, toe sien ek hoeveel lyne is daar in die bokhaarbedryf. Jy leer elke dag leer jy maar nog steeds iets.
Just for interest sake, a normal farmer got 25 to 50 different lines on the farm. When suddenly you arrive in the binning department, there's 500 different lines that they can put the mower in your specific bag of mower in. And it's a major important part of our mower industry because 50% of our quantity is coming in small bags. So just as many small bags arriving than full bales from your farmers. So it is very important that stuff has been handled perfectly and that they can get the same price. As a good farmer, I always tell you, if you got one goat, that one fleece should land in a bin where it can compete with the best in the world. En soos Ross hier gesê het, ook die toets is, as jy daar verby daai bin loop, moet dit lyk of dit van een boer afkom, waar dit gemiddeld 35 boere in so bin is. Geniet jy dit dan?
Baie oom, ek geniet dit baie. Ja, so ek kyk glad nie terug of ek wil niks anders doen, ek wil net met haar werk.
Ek is baie bly om dit te hoor, Ross. Julle mense, meeste van julle mense ken Ross, is miskien Ross as jy net jou telefoonnommer vir die mense kan gee, jou selfoonnommer?
Okay, is 072-877-8570. Dankie.
Dankie Ross. Julle kan gerus vir Ross, dit is skakel, hy speel 'n al groter rol. Julle almal weet, Andrew Phillips is die hoof van die saamverpakkingsafdeling. Andrew Phillips het die knievervanging gehad nou laasweek. Sterkte ook vir jou, Flappy. En hy sal terug wees, maar intussen neem Ross waar as hoof van die afdeling. En julle kan maar gerus met hom praat en enige instruksies wat julle het ook vir hom deurgee. Dankie Ross, dit is toch nie so erg gewees nie.
Glad nie so erg.
En as jy miskien net vir my van Mandre kan vra, wat ons gou 'n bietjie met hom ook gaan praat.
100%.
Hallo Mandre, ons het nou met Ross gepraat. Mandre is die ander skakel in ons saamverpakkingsafdeling. Mandre is ook die hoof van ons hersortering. En kyk daarna. Ek weet hy haat dit. Maar as ek dit sê, maar vir die mense wat almal van Matthew Fox so goed ken, is Matthew se seun. En hy is deel van ons span wat ek regtig baie opgewonde is. Ek weet baie mense keeps on asking me, but what if Matthew retire? What if you retire? People, we are busy building a very good technical team. That's why I introduced him to you in the past few weeks already. It's very capable people with a correct breeding, with a correct knowledge. It's a young team, but I think that brings a new dynamic to the mower department. And they might have a lack of a little bit of experience, but they might get up in enthusiasm. And Mandre, we're going to do the whole interview in English. Is that all right with you?
No, that's fine.
Right. Ek weet ek het hulle baie laat op hulle senuwees gemaak, maar dit is maar deel van ons spanbou. Sê vir my Mandre, ek het nou gesê jy het groot geword hier in Port Elizabeth. Waar het jy skool gegaan en jy het in so aan en hoe het jou toekoms gelei tot jy by die bokkerafdeling beland het?
Ek het in 2009 gematrikuleer by HTS Newton hier in PE. Toe het ek 'n jaar op hom by die Jordaanse plaas Marino in Catalogue gaan werk. Die jaar daarop 2011 is ek Grootfontein toe. 2012 het ek ongelukkig groot gesondheidsprobleme gehad.
Ja.
Wat ek toe 'n groot rugoperasie gehad het en ja, van 2013 af het my 9 jaar gevat om uiteindelik saam met my pa in die stoor te kan werk.
Ek is bly om te hoor, julle kan mense kan optel die passie wat daar by mense is en dis wat ek dink is van hou. Sê vir my, ek het vir Rossouw gevra wat is die dinge wat vir hom die lekkerste was. Ek gaan dit vir jou ook vra. Wat is die ding wat jou passie gegee het toe jy begin het in die bokkerafdeling?
Dis bokker is maar waarmee ek het groot geword in die huis. My pa het 42 jaar wat hy in die bokkerbedryf was en dis al wat ek gehoor het dag in dag uit. Bokker. En ek het skoolvakansies. Daai tyd was ek nog CMW gewees, is ek stoor toe gewees want ek wil nie by die huis wees, ek wil stoor toe gaan. Net daai reuk van die stoor, daai bokker reuk, dit tot vandag toe nog. Ek wil amper sê ek is verslaaf daaraan. Ek kan nie sonder dit nie. Dis seker ek is rustig as ek nie bokker, as ek bokker in my hande kan hê.
En so dis die passie wat ek wil hê tussen my mense en dis wat julle kan sien, julle bokker is regtig in veilige hande. So 'n bietjie oor die sorteringsafdeling. Mense, die sorteringsafdeling speel 'n baie groot rol in die bokkerbedryf en jou ondervinding daar, wat is die goede wat jou die meeste hinder wat jy miskien met boere kan raad gee om goede beter te doen?
Dalk net die erge tak in die stokke. Ek het so rukkie terug toe ek met hom Cassie Carsons van Willemore gepraat. Toe ek vir hom gesê, ek wens ek kan eendag dalk net by 'n boerevereniging net met die boere praat, net dalk vir hulle sê die erge stokke trek hulle net uit. Kry jou werksmense so vrouens om die stokke net uit te trek uit die bokker uit. Daai bietjie wat jy daai mense gaan betaal om die stokke uit te trek, is 'n druppel in die emmer van die hoeveelheid geld wat jy gemaak as die bokker hier aankom. Dit gaan baie kostes gaan dit bespaar. Net daai klein bietjie moeite wat op die plaas gedoen word, gaan veroorsaak dat jy baie beter prys vir jou bokker kry in die veilings.
Mense, dis baie waardevolle inligting wat hy vir julle gee. Ek is baie bly jy noem dit. Sê vir my, Mandre, hoeveel mense is daar in jou sorteringsafdeling?
Ons is heidaglik 8 mense ook.
En ons gaan ook begin met 'n nuwe opleidingsprogram om te kyk, want goeie bokkersorteerders raak skaars. En kyk of ons meer mense kan oplei, want ek dink dit gaan 'n al groter rol begin speel. En jy het soos wat ons gereed gewees daarvoor. Dankie Mandre wat jy jou gesig omwys het. Almal weet hoe jy ook lyk. Ek glo dat sal ek vreeslike miskyk die familietrekke nie. Maar voorspoed ook in jou toekoms van die bedryf. Ek glo dit sal baie waardevol en vrugtevol vir ons almal dinge wees. That's the end of our podcast this season. Hopefully we will see you again in August, and I wish everybody yet a good off season en die mense wat begin skeer, alle sterkte daarmee en God seën vir u. Totsiens.
Bye bye.